You know, it's rare that you get two game of the years in 1 week. But last Saturday, we got that. And like I said with Georgia, Tennessee, I look at people who go through their daily lives and don't watch college football and am genuinely perplexed. I'm perplexed. What do you do on a Saturday that's so much better than this? And that Texas A&M game against Notre Dame was one of those games that makes me ask that question. Huge win. Colossal win. What a heck of a game. And colossal win for Texas A&M. This is their biggest win since Alabama in 2021, I'd argue. And you know what, A&M fans? If I told you before the game, hey guys, Marcel Reed is going to have more incompletions than completions, and you're going to give up 40 points on the road versus Notre Dame, you'd probably think, oof. Let's just go ahead and pencil that in as a loss. 2 claps next play. These wide receivers won them that game. It's what Mike Elko and his staff did in the portal that won Texas A&M that football game. Mario Craver, KC Concepcion, those are dudes that they did not have last year. And on the Notre Dame side of things, a lot of people are blaming Tyler Buckner. And yeah, it wasn't great. But how about you blame your defense for giving up 41 points? And I should have looked more into this. And in the offseason, they lost Al Golden to the NFL, replaced him with Chris Ash. I thought to myself, they'll be fine. Personnel-wise, it's still very good. And the D-line, that secondary, they return a lot of talent. They have one of the best corners in the country, possibly. They'll be fine. Apparently not. Because there are a lot of things of Notre Dame to point to. They lost to a really good football team. But that tackling was horrendous for Notre Dame. You can say things about Notre Dame like they haven't been able to beat a lot of teams through the air. Okay. When have we ever come here about a Notre Dame football team and said that they can't tackle? When have we ever said that? I think this Saturday was the first time I've ever seen something like that from a Notre Dame Marcus Freeman-led defense, because that tackling was unacceptable. Really was. That Mario Craver touchdown at the beginning of the game for A&M, where you had 3 guys there, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. The 3 guys there, Mario Craver's right near the sidelines, and they all 3 just whiff. Bam. Goes in for a touchdown. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. So this Notre Dame team's got things to clean up, man. And looking ahead for Texas A&M, because this team has a little bit of a pop that they did not have last year. They had to win games a certain way last year. And looking ahead for them, I'm not trying to overreact here, A&M fans, because I know who I'm talking to. You guys have been through it. A lot of high expectations that have not been met. You get Auburn at home. You get Mississippi State at home. You get Florida at home with how they've looked. You go at Arkansas, which, yeah, Arkansas is a good team, but there's a talent advantage there for A&M. You go at LSU, who all of a sudden looks shaky. You go at Mizzou. They look very good. South Carolina, they get at home. They look a little shaky. And you go at Texas, and has Arch completed a forward pass this year? Some screens he hasn't even quite completed, man. All of a sudden, these playoff chances for Texas A&M are looking really, really promising. And beating Notre Dame on the road, committee might give you some leeway there. They might look at A&M as a 9-3 SEC team and say, ooh, they really went out in non-con and scheduled a tough opponent, went on the road, and beat them. A&M right now is looking very promising. And Notre Dame, this is a freaking dagger. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is an absolute dagger. I have a tough time thinking that this team is going to make the college football playoff, because Some of those 9-3 SEC teams against a 10-2 Notre Dame team, best case scenario for Notre Dame, just saying, after losing to an SEC team at home, you think they're going to give Notre Dame the benefit of the doubt? They may, but you better hope A&M, for Notre Dame, you better hope A&M keeps playing the way they're playing. You better hope Miami keeps playing the way they're playing. But most importantly, they might go through this season without getting a single signature win. And if you're 11-1, you can get away with not having a signature win and make the playoff, a la Penn State last year. But Miami last year, for example, a 10-2 team left out of the playoff, potentially easy schedule. Notre Dame, according to the 3HM, has the 56th hardest schedule. They don't have a signature win, and they need it badly. So looking at their schedule, you better hope that Arkansas wins some freaking football games. You better hope that USC wins some freaking football games. Because if USC and Arkansas don't win a bunch of games, Notre Dame is in trouble. And heck, I didn't even ask this. Can they win out? Because with these tackling issues, fixable, but not something you can fix overnight, can that team win out? Are they capable of winning 10 straight games? I don't know. At Arkansas, it's tough. USC looks, we don't know yet, looks pretty good. The model seems to love USC. So we're not sure. Nonetheless, heck of a win for Texas A&M. And Mike Elko's first signature win, and you look at the future of this A&M football program, it's been a while since bricks have been laid down that could build a mansion. Because A&M has every single possible resource to build a $30 million mansion. They have the money. They have the fan support. They are in a fantastic location where they can recruit at an elite level. They have been recruiting at an elite level. The thing about it is just hiring the right dudes for the job. They might have done it. Some bricks have been laid down efficiently in College Station.